In a world where gaming is as much a part of our daily lives as brushing our teeth, a titan of the industry, Sony, is under fire. The Japanese tech giant finds itself at the center of a nearly $8 billion lawsuit. A storm is brewing, and the gaming world is watching with bated breath. This legal tempest didn't appear out of the blue. It has roots stretching back to 2022, when the case was initially filed. The plaintiff, consumer advocate Alex Neil, acting on behalf of nearly 9 million people in the UK, alleged that Sony had been abusing its dominant position and charging unfair prices to customers. The crux of the complaint? The PlayStation Store. For those unfamiliar, the PlayStation Store is Sony's digital marketplace where customers can purchase games and add-on content. According to Neil, Sony's requirement for these items to be bought and sold exclusively through the PlayStation Store resulted in higher prices for consumers. Sony's lawyers, of course, argued that the case should be dismissed, but the Competition Appeal Tribunal in London had other ideas. They ruled that the case could and should proceed. However, there was a caveat. Individuals who made PlayStation Store purchases after the case was filed in 2022 would be removed from the claimant class. Despite this, the ruling was seen as a victory for the plaintiff, with Neil stating it was the first step in ensuring consumers receive what they are owed. Now, let's delve into the nitty-gritty of the lawsuit. The accusation is that Sony's 30% cut charged to developers and publishers has resulted in higher prices for customers. Sony naturally denies these allegations and argues that the lawsuit is fundamentally flawed. Critics have also raised eyebrows at the lawsuit, pointing out the lack of evidence that Sony's 30% cut harms consumers. They draw parallels with similar lawsuits against Apple and its App Store, which have not been successful. But what if Sony were to lose this nearly $8 billion lawsuit? The financial implications would be significant, to say the least. The gaming giant could find itself in a precarious position, and the fallout could reverberate throughout the industry. As of now, the case is proceeding despite the criticism and perceived lack of substance. It's a high-stakes game of legal poker, and all eyes are on Sony and the UK courts. Will the titan fall, or will it weather this storm? This lawsuit serves as a stark reminder of the rapidly evolving dynamics of the gaming industry. As consumers, developers, and tech giants navigate this digital frontier, questions of fairness, market dominance, and consumer rights continue to spark debate. Whether or not Sony is found guilty, this case will undoubtedly shape the conversation around digital marketplaces and their role in our gaming lives. So buckle up, because this ride is far from over.